Hey gang, I'm Tom. I'm the founder and CEO of Cashflow Experts, the co-creator, as you probably know, pardon me, of the Small Business Funding Network. And I like to start out these presentations, little description, not the biography channel, but who are we? Well, first of all, if we've not met before, I reach my hand out and shake yours in a warm virtual welcome. It's the next best thing to us being face-to-face together in this ultra-connected digital world. It gets the job done. So who we are, we're a 22-year-old education company and service provider to entrepreneurs and business owners. And I've done more consulting and training sessions on these topics, what we're going to cover for you, what's mapped out here over the years, than I can count. On big stages from New York City's Real Wealth Expos to places like LA's Rich Dad Poor Dad shows, and hundreds of small group meetings all across the country in places that you can't even believe that they would have sessions there, from Chamber of Commerce to real estate associations and business investor networks. So it truly is a joy and a pleasure to be able to be here and share this kind of information with those of you tuning over, not only all over the country, pardon me, but people tune in obviously from all over the world. I just saw an order came in yesterday from a gentleman in England. So hey, Moore, thank you so much. Great to have you with us. As I said, we service people literally from all over the world because what we have, especially the assets that we can make available that are based out here in America, are extremely valuable. If you imagine how valuable they are to people in other countries, then you should be very content in the knowledge that you, if you are an American with me, you're able to get the cream of the crop, the best of the best. So what I'm going to show you today, as I said, I've got it mapped out here in fine print detail of what we're teaching, what our core values and principles are, and what is going to be made available to you. So what I'm going to show you today is not just an overview of how our business system works to quickly fund owners and increase your total profit returns, but I'm going to offer you an actual preset business checking account with the funding already in it today to those who act fast. So this is a quick action opportunity. Pardon me, as most things in business, I mean, the greatest things in business come and go in a finite time. They're not available forever and ever. So I will show you, as part of this, how to stop trying to do everything from scratch, which sadly is the way I started out. A lot of you probably nodding your head, and yeah, I was in that boat too. So I'm going to show you how to stop trying to do everything from scratch, starting with nothing, and how to tap into an existing business structure and an already established business file so that you get funding right away, and how to use that established business funding to immediately pay yourself a salary. This may be an alien concept for some people from the past that were used to starting businesses and then having to wait for cash flow positivity before you could take your first draw out. This is the opposite of that. So we're going to show you how you can pay yourself a salary of $84,000 all up front on the first day you take over the business operation. I am sure you've seen, as someone in our community for the last 22 years, that we don't just offer startup services. So we've got a very broad and wide array because of all the millions of people that have come through our portal, all the hundreds of thousands of people that we're actively servicing and helping. We have a lot of things that we do that help people make money, add value, give them clarity in what's going on. So if you've been around for any length of time, you've seen a variety of these great opportunities and services. We also have, in addition to our base and core offerings, incorporation, entity creation, startup funding, instant business income services, we also have an active list of actual existing businesses that may be directly for sale from time to time. You might have seen that. They're already making money, already funded, already set up and available for ownership transfer. So this is what I'm going to go through you point by point very quickly today. This is not a new thing, not a new concept. It's nothing out of the ordinary. It is normal business transfers and transactions that take place every single month. You may have seen something very similar to this going on in the past. Today, for a small number of lucky viewers who act quickly, you don't have to buy the entire business to make use of the fruits of its past success. That is going to prove to be very advantageous and attractive for those of you, as I said, who act fast and take advantage of this opportunity. So let's go through. I'm going to make this as short and sweet as possible. I know your time is extremely valuable. I'm going to go through for you exactly what we do, what this is, and how you're going to get the direct and immediate benefit from this. So again, as all things in business, speed is the victor. The victor is the one with the speed. So act fast, and you can take over and strip the best asset out of the existing business that it has, which is a pre-funded business checking account. You can then be listed as a co-signer of the business as part of this funding business launch kit offer, as you can see it described in the banner headline right here. Then that then gives you the rights and privileges, as anybody would, of a full business owner without the normal delays of startup and in a way that avoids all the regular startup costs, which typically can be very onerous. I'm not sure exactly what the word onerous, where it comes from, but I think you understand exactly what the point and the principle of that statement is. Here is what is available to you today in the fully funded business launch kit. Number one, okay? You don't have to start a business. You don't have to start building business funding from scratch and waste months waiting to get money. That's part of how this kit leaps you forward in the pursuit of what you want. So number one, as I said, you don't have to start this and waste a lot of time, money, and worry. You can utilize one of the existing business files that we have available that places you as an immediate account director starting on day one. This gives you the instant benefit of business ownership without any delay, as I've said, and without the added cost of filing a new entity or needing a separate EIN number. So literally, I've used the term Disney Fast Pass. I don't know if any of you are still going to Disney. I have teen kids, so from time to time, I get dragged into that. And the lines are soul-crushing, incredible, terrible. But if you pay that little extra, you get to go on your app and you get to actually reserve a time slot in line, and then you wander around and eat your treats and do whatever. And at the time that you've got immediate access, you just literally walk up, there's a separate line, walk up to the front line, and boom, everybody else is still waiting for 2 hours. You immediately get on the ride and you get to go and enjoy yourself. So it's a similar feeling for this that gets you, launches you to the front of the line without you having to go to Disney, have to pay for the Disney admission tickets, have to pay the extra for the Disney Fast Pass, as I've had, and then have that enjoyable experience with 400 million other people that are wandering around, having literally the happiest place on earth, having the time of their life. So that's what I equate this opportunity to. Instant benefits. And as I said, we provide you with everything that is already filed and registered completely. Number two, you then use the existing business setup that we offer that already has a checking account where you can sign on to use the funding that is already in it now, and that will continue to grow as we direct more funding to you for your needs up to $1 million a year. So we provide ongoing, this is not wham, bam, hello, thank you, goodbye. We provide ongoing services for people who are in our community, our membership. In fact, one of the most gratifying, heartfelt things I see, I get a report every morning, even on the weekends. The report tells me where the orders are coming from, and it is absolutely amazing for me to see, and the greatest testimonial I can imagine, that the majority, 70 to 80% of our customers are coming back to us and ordering additional programs, sometimes 9-10 years after their first initial contact with us. So yes, it's me that's producing all the content. It is me that is sending out all those daily messages that are giving you opportunities, hopefully giving you education, trying to give you a little bit of humor mixed in it, because I found that's the only way for any of us as adults to really learn things. So you're getting an incredible opportunity by participating in this community. So as I said, it's not just one and done. This is something we'll continue to bring more funding to you, filling the account with additional business funds, adding more and more value. This business checking account starts out at a $200,000 listing immediately. So this is something, as I say, that provides tremendous value in the immediate term, and we have an ongoing relationship. I don't think the most profound value of what we're offering is what you want immediately and what you're going to get, lumped, boom, on your doorstep when your welcome package arrives. I think the most valuable thing that any of us can have is this relationship that we build and we continue to add on going forward. Number three, okay, the three things I said you were going to get in this. Number three, you are then given the corporate minutes paperwork for this existing business file that lists you as CEO of record, and which lists your compulsory starting salary at $84,000. I've got that written out here, don't I? Of course. There it is right there. Okay. Which is due to you when, immediately, and how is it going to be paid, and can be paid to you as an upfront lump sum right out of the funded checking account you will be given control over. This is how real businesses operate. This fully funded business launch kit, as you can see, has a lot of advantages over paying the normal large out-of-pocket cost of entity filing, lawyers' fees, resident agent services, and the other higher and higher costs of doing this by yourself. I found out a long time ago the profound advantage of doing things in cooperation, in partnership, in tandem with people that have other things going on. You can tap directly into that now because you fortunately became a part of this community, a member of our outreach, whether it was clicking on any of the banner ads or email ads or tuning into these kinds of viral events that we've done, hundreds and hundreds of them, or we're giving out this information and making available to you a very valuable program if you act quickly. So it's amazing, all the things that you're going to get in the fully funded business launch kit. Plus, you have the huge advantage, this cannot be understated, you have the huge advantage with this deal that in reality, when there is already money in the account we list you on as an owner, that makes it so easy to be given even more funding because you already have that cushion. It's what's the old joke? The oldest joke in finance. Who does the lender give money to? It's a dad joke. It's sad but true. The oldest joke in finance. Who does the lender give money to? Someone who looks like they don't need any. That's the joke, and that's the truth. That's the reality, and that's what gives you tremendous power inside of this program. Whenever I talk to clients, I do a lot of client calls throughout the week. Usually I have to be in my morning hours. That's the time that I carve out and have available. Whenever I talk to clients, I always have feedback from people that they say, Tom, at a core level, I knew what you were talking about. I knew what you were teaching. I knew that was the way it worked. They're nodding their heads. We're on the phone. So we're plugging in directly to what they know is effective, what they knew at a core level is working. They just hadn't been able to have the time or the resources or the full understanding or the team. Well, we got a great team. It's not just me. I'm in front of the camera, right? But there's a great team of people. You may have talked to some of them, US-based representatives, or even interacted with some of our virtual assistants that come out of the Philippines. Got an amazing, it is not me. I don't know how to code. I don't know how to populate a website. What you and I are at our highest purpose is the business owner. We can then give some basic instructions, directions, and we can get the fruits of the reward of being in an ownership position. I look at it like the analogies I like to give. I look at it kind of like a McDonald's franchisee. That guy or gal who bought the McDonald's franchise is not flipping burgers or salting the fries. They're not working the register. It's a team that is already in place. A system has already worked out all the kinks. You're able to make a profit from that. So look at this like falling under that same kind of umbrella, right? So as I've said already, this is not just a one and done. We will keep working with you when you enroll in this program as a client to get more and more and more funding access as the months go by, providing, again, superior value over the duration of our relationship. Here is how. Okay, we've talked about exactly what is in it. We've outlined very clearly the benefits that you're going to directly get. Here's how you enroll right now in this program before the midnight deadline, as you can see right here. Okay. If you are watching this as a Zoom broadcast, then you probably want to open up a new browser tab, type into it www.cashnow347.com. So open up a new tab and type into there to go directly to the secure website. Cash Now, cash like money, now like do it now, cashnow347.com. If you happen to be, people come to these viral shows from many different portals. If you happen to be watching this in YouTube, YouTube actually posts the link in the description. So you'll see a blue clickable link. If you're within the YouTube community, you're actually inside their website. That'll allow you to click and go to the same place, directly to the same secure site. If you're any other device, you're watching on a phone, an iPad, some other screen, any other device, you know how to do this. You click the links found beside or below, usually the video screen. That will take you all to the same secure checkout place. Do it immediately, as you know, with something like this. This is not printed by the millions. Quantities are limited because it is tangible. It is so valuable. So how you order this and join with this limited time offer is you do it now. You go to the website now. As I said, if you're watching on Zoom, open up a new browser tab, type in cashnow347.com. If you're watching on YouTube, you can, to make it easy, shortcut, go in the video description and you'll see the blue link that'll take you to the same secure checkout page. If you're watching on other devices, you know how to do this. Go click beside or below the video screen. Remember this as you are completing your order. Very important, okay? What would it cost you in time, effort, and money to do this from scratch rather than just picking up what we are offering you today and using it tomorrow? Okay, think about that. I mean, this is really, really worth understanding in its fullness, okay? The total cost of setting this up all by yourself from scratch is well over $4,000. You're going to see an opportunity that you're going to be able to get into this that is absolutely the deal of the decade. We want to make these kinds of services. As I said, we find that more and more of our business is done in customer base by people who are satisfied, happy, returning repeat customers. So why not do something that really encourages people to begin utilizing these services so they can see how more and more valuable these things become. But as I said, what it would cost you is well over $4,000 to do these things on your own. God knows how much time, blood, sweat, and energy you would also waste in getting set up to the point where we're at right now that we can just plug you in. But by enrolling today, as you've seen very clearly in this description, you can piggyback on what was spent already to invest in a good business structure that has now become available through our channels that transfers valuable things like this from the past owners who don't need the asset anymore to new owners like you that are looking for an edge and want to start out quickly. That's what we've made a market in, as I said, for the last 2+ decades, okay? Very well respected in this field, scrutinized by everybody, overseen by all the authorities. So obviously we're allowed to remain in business after 2 decades because clearly what we're doing is providing a lot of value to people who are entrepreneurs, small business owners, real estate investors, etc. Whether you want to do a storefront business, a home-based business, we service all of those types of needs. And very exciting, this is a fully refundable program, meaning that your transfer fee can be completely returned to you out of the funding that you get after you complete this as a tax-deductible business expense. But that's not all. Plus, I have one great extra thank you bonus incentive. Okay, we love to do this. Again, as a tip of the hat thank you to people take their valuable time, support us over the years to make sure you are seeing the supreme value in your forming a relationship with us. As an extra thank you bonus, a free $150 silver coin set will be mailed to you. This is a tangible, visible representation of that free bonus item. So again, a free $150 silver coin set will be mailed to you in your welcome package of paperwork and instructions. This is my show of appreciation for your continued support of our community. Those of you who follow me for any time know I am a fanatic, an absolute fan and lover of collectible things. They made me as much money as any of the other whiz-bang, high-flying, some people do like crypto, some people don't. These are tangible things that never go out of style and have doubled in price from a year ago. And my projections say that these coins are going to double in price again over the next 12 to 18 months. That's the trajectory we see in the charts that we track very carefully. So this is something that's fun. It's the history of America, and it will get money back in your pocket immediately and will likely make you additional fortunes as time goes on. So that means with this free $150 bonus that we're literally sending you in your welcome package, that means the actual listed fee is really half as much because of the cashback value of the nice silver coin set, which is $150. So take advantage of this great opportunity. Do it immediately. We are going to, the quantities obviously are limited. We are going to tell you that you are getting something absolutely amazing. Go to the website right now. If you're watching as I said on Zoom, open up a new browser tab and type into the browser tab window, cashnow347.com, cash money, cashnow347.com. If you're watching on YouTube, in the actual YouTube channel system, you can go below in the video description and click the same blue clickable link, take you to the same secure checkout page. Watching on any other kind of pads, phones, drops, devices, you click the links beside or below the video screen, sometimes even above. You know how to do this. You've been around a while. I like to usually give some kind of recommendation, have some kind of sponsor on these kind of training shows. I thought today that the most appropriate thing that's got me excited right now is to give you a book recommendation. This is a great book. It was hard to get. It came off of Amazon, but it had a back order and delay, which tells you how valuable it is. The name of the book, The Second Estate, written by Ray Madoff, Madoff, The Second Estate, Ray Madoff. Absolutely incredible book. Why do I recommend it? Because I'm a fan of history. I like to understand how the American system works, from a historical perspective, but from a financial perspective. This book will open your eyes and tell you the amazing opportunities and some of the dastardly things that huge corporations are doing to avoid the issue of taxation in our country. You and I, we are forced to pay our full taxes, right? We're the foundation, the bedrock of American society. Small business owners actually account for more than 80% of the growth, the jobs, the equity that's built in America. Large corporations account, even though they're bigger, they account for a minor share. And you'll see by reading this amazing historical account, The Second Estate, how the political and government system was really captured by the ultra wealthy, so that they are able to get out and avoid of basically paying any of their fair share of taxes, leaving, of course, the burden to us, those of us that have the small businesses that are real estate investors that are doing things in our own community. So an interesting read. It may enlighten you, open your eyes, and it's certainly worth a conversation, because we can always readjust and reallocate the system so that it benefits you and I and the people that we love and care about more equitably. Because I took a walk with my teenage daughter yesterday. I said to her, who built the roads? Who built the internet? It was us, the American people. And if huge, large corporations are then able to just get onto the road or get on the internet and wring fortunes out of it, there should be some compensation back to our parents, our grandparents, for the money that they invested. That was hard-won money for them, right? So it's very cool concepts that are found in that book, The Second Estate. But for you to get the jumpstart, to get the advantage, if the rules are the rules, take advantage of what is allowed and available to you. Get on the train that you can make immediate profits from. Open up a new browser tab, type in cashnow347.com, click the link. If you're inside YouTube, click the links that are available beside, above, or below the screen, depending on how you're coming to us, and take advantage of our fully funded business launch kit today, including the business checking account, $200,000, plus an added $1 million a year that we will continue to service your business account with. All the filing is already done for you with no extra cost. That is a huge, not only money saving, but time saving. Think of that. And you are listed, as we've said, as the business owner of record, which allows you the rights to sign off on the checking account. And where the money to pay your salary can come from is not waiting weeks, months, or in some cases years, depending on the type of business, to get that cash flow positivity, but you're able to legally take your own salary out as day one from the funding when it's written properly into the paperwork transfer, which we will do for you in this program. So take advantage of a great opportunity. It is going to not last long. Limited quantity of this, obviously. This is not something that a million of them are printed. Very limited opportunity. We want to help get people started servicing your dreams and your needs. The first question, when I talk to my staff, when we have our meetings, and I say, okay, go out and call and connect with our great business owners and customers that want to work with us, the first thing I say to my reps is, ask the person, you welcome them, tell them that we do deeply appreciate their participation in our company and helps us grow. The first question I want to ask them is, what are their goals? What is their goal for using our products or services? What do they see visually that they most want to get out of this, so that I can create, they come back to me and I can create the exact plan of action, if you want that, for us to launch you on a trajectory where you can immediately make your goals, your dreams a reality, helping you do what you want. So take advantage right now. Go to the secure order page, cashnow347.com, or click the link in the YouTube community description, or click any of the links beside, above, below the video screen. That will take you all to the same secure checkout page. Amazing opportunity. As you can see when you read on the page, the fee is fully refundable. This is something that will not last long. It is my pleasure and privilege to bring it to you, and I look forward to serving all your other additional business needs in the future. That's it. I'm out of here, everybody. Take care. Ciao.